Hello, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my home. This is Butters, my yoga partner. He's really sleepy right now. Like, leave me alone. So, I won't always talk this much before a little sample yoga video on YouTube. So, just know that you don't have to endure this every time. But my business, Yoga at Home with Stephanie, is currently going through some changes, some exciting changes. And I just wanted anybody who's been watching my YouTube videos to just kind of know what's going on. And so right now, this is a sample video of a full 1 hour length yoga class that I now have available on my website, www.yogaathomewithstephanie.com. And a lot more of my yoga videos are going to be going on my website, but I still will be sampling, putting samples up here on YouTube for you so that you can kind of know what the class, kind of get an idea of what the class is and what style and if it's for you and whether or not you want to engage with that on my website. So be on a lookout for all those samples on here on YouTube. And like I said, I won't be doing this long talk every time. Something else you could also look out for on my website is some personalized meditations. I do post guided meditations on my social media pages. I haven't posted them on YouTube. I'm not sure I'm going to do that, but they're on my social media pages right now. But the ones I post on my website, I am going to be attempting to write my own guided meditations and they'll be on my website. So I like writing. I think I can do it. So you can find my own guided meditations on my website. And then you can also be looking out for live yoga classes. I haven't scheduled like a set time of the week or time of day that I'm going to be hosting those yet, but be on the lookout. When you go to my website, right on the very front page, it tells you the schedule, and if there's a live class coming up, it'll be on there. So this yoga class that you're sampling today, I created this yoga class at the beginning of summer with the idea of summer in mind. So all those different feelings you think of when it's that new season, warmth, rejuvenation, energy, I wanted to bring all of that into this class. You can do this class any time of year. It's not just a summer yoga class. But anytime you want to invite those feelings and recharge your body, this is a great class for that. And it's also a great morning class if you have the time, because it is an hour long. So I hope you like it, and if you do, you can also find the link for this class down in the description box below. Inhale, reach your arms up, tapping your palms together. And as you exhale, bring your right arm down to the mat and reach your left up and over to your right side. Focusing your breath in that left rib cage, feeling it expand. Coming back to center, bringing your arm up. Then bring your left arm and hand down to the mat. Reach up and over with your right. Breathing into that right rib cage. Feeling the air expand it. Bring your arm up back to center. Inhale, grow tall, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Just what your body does naturally. You're not forcing into a deeper twist here. And you may bring your hands down, one behind you and one at your thigh. They're really just resting there. You're using your core and your natural twist to stay steady. Keeping a nice, tall, even spine. Inhale, come back to center. Arms up. And exhale, twisting to the side. Tall spine. Just what your body does naturally. Your hands are just resting. Inhale, arms up, coming back to center. And exhale, let your arms just float down to your side. Coming to a tabletop. Your knees are aligned with your hips. Your wrists and hands are aligned with your shoulders. Go ahead and shake your hips out a little, just loosening them up. Come back to stillness and find a focal point on the floor below you on your mat. Bring your right leg back and up behind you with your foot flexed, making sure your pinky is facing the ground. That ensures that your hips are square. You can stay here, or you can bring it a step further and bring your left arm up straight in front of you. Making sure your core and your glutes are tight, help you balance. And holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest, bringing everything back down. Now dropping our belly for cow, taking a deep inhale, heart forward, eyes forward. And exhale, rounding in the spine, bringing your belly button up to spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, heart forward, belly dropped. And exhale, rounding the spine, bringing chin to chest for cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Now finding that focal point on your mat again, bring your left leg out, back behind you, and off the ground. Squeezing your core and your glutes. Making sure your pinky toe is facing the ground, ensuring that your hips are square. And when and if you're comfortable, bring your right arm straight out in front of you. And holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it come down and rest. And shake out your hips a little bit. Inhale, drop your belly, heart forward. And exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, dropping your belly. And exhale, rounding in the spine, chin to chest. And back to a neutral spine. So we're going to bring our right leg back and up again. And this time, I encourage you to bring your left arm out. And now we're going to round into the spine and touch our knee and elbow together to meet in the middle, kind of like a crunch. So rounding through the spine, bringing your elbow to your knee, touch, bring it back out. We're going to do 2 more. Bringing your elbow to your knee, back out. Last one, elbow to knee, and back out, and rest. Bring it to the floor. Good. Shake out your hips a little bit. Okay, now the other side. So bringing your left leg out, stretched out back behind you, making sure your hip is square, reaching your right arm out in front of you, and then rounding through the spine, bringing your knee and your elbow to touch for 1. Rounding and touching, touch. 1 more. Bring your elbow and knee to touch. Bring it back out, and then bring it down to rest. Whew. Good. Now making sure that your knees are under your hips, go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you on your mat, and then bring your hands just a little bit past your mat. Maybe your thumbs are still on your mat, or your hands may be off the mat. Spread your fingers wide for stability. And when you inhale in this pose, we're going to inhale between our shoulder blades. So inhaling between your shoulder blades, and as you exhale, lowering your chest and your chin and your forehead to the mat. Inhale in your shoulder blades, you may lift a little bit, and exhale, lowering just a little deeper, not much. Focusing that breath into the shoulder blades, and exhaling, sinking a little lower. One more, inhale between your shoulder blades, and exhale, sinking deeper. Bring your hands to the center of the mat and use them to push yourself up. Good. You can now leave your hands about as far away as they were before, but bring them back onto your mat. Make sure your middle fingers are facing the front of your mat. Fingers are spread wide. Untuck your toes and draw your hips up to the sky. Your knees are slightly bent. Your heels are pulling towards the mat as if magnetically. They don't have to touch. Your head's between your arms. Crown facing the floor. Go ahead and look between your hands and walk up. Putting your feet between your hands. Go ahead and bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. This is our first forward fold. And because of that, we might be a little tight in here. So go ahead and bend your knees. Give yourself a break. You can just let your hands hang onto the floor, or you can grab each elbow and maybe just sway back and forth for ragdoll, crown facing the floor. Go ahead and press your feet into the floor, bending your knees, slowly coming up to a standing, arms up. Deep inhale here, and let your arms fall slowly.